Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Sanders first carry of the game, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Miles Sanders
decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The 34-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got a first down as he's up to the 48. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
He's across midfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3 brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 14 yards. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run it here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
For the running back. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Jaguars nothing.
Now Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 18. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Dolphins' 10-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
To Michael Thomas.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The 45-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Play fake. Here's Love. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. T.J. Watt, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 21. Jaguars 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They're on the 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Bell.
Complete to Le'Veon Bell.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, Make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. Here's Love. Throwing deep for Galladay. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Jake Elliott.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Jackson now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down.
Throwing. Love. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brian Burns drops it for a loss of 14 yards. And it also brings up fourth down.
Now.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Dolphins 42, Jaguars 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete to
Kenny Galladay, 79 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
The 38-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Ronald Jones, the ball
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll go again to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
T.J. Watt
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Throwing deep for Galladay. And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. K.J. Hamler there to make the grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. What we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 39-yard line.
2nd down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
23-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. This is Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Love now. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
They'll run on 1st down. Roberson. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brian Burns. No gain on the play.
Love now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Now, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he'll he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game, but they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Open man is Komet, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Love.
21-yard line.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy?
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
13.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.